Guys, I'm back. So we are working on piece number 2 of our wood rounds stained with UNiCORN SPiT. After reading everybody's comments that everyone had, I decided to go ahead and follow your lead on your recommendations, and we are going to be using our jewel tones, which will be our Sapphire Swift, which is our blue sparkling, our violet Vulture, which is our purple sparkling, and our Lavish Lovebirds, which is our green sparkling. Many of you have seen the jeweled pond video that I have done a number of years ago when I was still brewing UNiCORN SPiT in my kitchen. And I'm excited, I should say, about giving it a sparkling fill, the same color pattern. That way you guys can see what it looks like done with sparkling. So let's get started. I'm just going to take these and set them to the side. So these are our 3 colors that we're going to be using. I call them our jewel tones. They're my favorites. I really love them. And we are going to start by conditioning our wood. Now, UNiCORN SPiT doesn't have any plastics or polymers in it. So to condition raw wood like this pine round, all you need is just to mist it with some water. That water is going to open the pore of that wood and allow the wood to be able to absorb the pigment and the sparkling little bits of micas and glitters into that wood grain very easily. It's kind of like your face, how you take a steam shower to get before you scrub up. Well, wood has pores just like our skin, and whenever it's moist, it will open the pores and allow it to be stained very easily. So let's get started with this wood round. We are again going to be using the jewel tones. So I'm going to start this project using our, which color do I want to start with? How about we start with our Sapphire Swift? Sapphire Swift is gorgeous. Of course, you're gonna wanna make sure that you shake it up very well, just so we don't lose any of the sparkle that may settle to the bottom. We want every little tiny bit of it that we can get. Again, I've got a brand new bottle here. Whenever you get your UNiCORN SPiT, should be in a nice sealed container. And you're just going to simply want to just remove that from the top. There we go. They come off pretty easily once you get it started, but we do have them sealed for your protection so that you know that you're getting a perfect bottle every time. But don't be surprised if every once in a while they get stuck in the upper. That has happened to me. So here we go. We're going to get some of our color put on our palette here. I'm going to give myself about a teaspoon of the sparkling, and I'm just going to take a regular paintbrush, and these are not natural fibers. I prefer to use the synthetic fiber brushes when it comes to the sparkling because they are less absorbent, and you want your product like the micas and the glitters to go on the surface and not be absorbed by your brush. So a synthetic brush is the best brush to use when working with the sparkling UNiCORN SPiT. So we're going to start by, first I like to look at the direction in which the wood grain is going. I never like to apply my product going against the grain. When doing blending and things like that, you're gonna wanna work with the flow, so I'm gonna go with the way that this tree grew. So we're going to be working this blending of our jewel pond done in sparkling horizontally to follow it. But we could also say it was vertically if I held it like this. For some reason, I love to work on things in the horizontal position. If you're here, make sure that you give me a like and subscribe to the channel so you know whenever I do go live, you will get a notification. That is something that you don't want to miss out. We will be doing a lot more of the lives on YouTube due to everybody being home. We are all sheltering. So we might as well do some art together. So I'm just taking my blue UNiCORN SPiT. This is the sparkling one. It's called Starling Sasha. We're just going to start following that wood grain. As you can see, it absorbs very well. that wood conditioner, aka water, out of my tap we used, works just fine on making that wood absorbent to capture all of that pigment and sparkles. Just gonna do a couple little shots of this here and there. There we go. I'm gonna grab another one. We're gonna come around this way. You can see how strong that pigment is. Now remember, it comes in the concentrate. The sparkling is not as diluted as the traditional UNiCORN SPiT. It is a little less, but it was the only way for us to make sure that the micas didn't get overpowered by the pigmentation. But you can dilute it. I'm just using it straight. So if you wanted your colors to be less dominant and more of a wash, you can definitely water it down. And if you also want to make your colors bolder, you can immediately go over with a second coat without having to worry about allowing the first coat to dry. If you do want it to dry, it'll dry in just a matter of minutes. No lengthy processing time with UNiCORN SPiT. All right, so we're just adding a few more of our little wisps going across here. There you go. If you guys can hear me, go ahead and give me some comments. I do have 2 more of these boards to go. If you would like to see another color combo, let me know and I'll be more than happy to do that one in our next live video. I have 4 to go, and so far on our last one we did just a few minutes ago, I wrapped it up. We did the Starling Sasha and the Golden Gosling, and it really turned out beautiful. I love it, but it's such a beautiful combination. I like using colors that go along with one another so that if they do touch one another, they create a third color. Creating a third color is wonderful whenever it comes to blending. Blending with stain is super fun and interesting to do. One thing I love about blending with stain is being able to see the wood grain. Being able to see the wood grain and, using this as like a dye, a wood dye basically, allows you to know that you're using a quality product and not just some man-made MDF board. You're using a real piece of wood, a little tree that God created for us. My children were really interested when I told them that every ring represents a year that the tree had grown. So also good for kids because it gives them a little bit of knowledge of trees, something that not a lot of people tend to teach anymore. I don't know if they even teach that in school anymore. I remembered it and I told mine. All right, let's see, where else can we put a little dash of color? Maybe coming in on this side. Okay. Right now it looks a little splotchy, but you can definitely see the color mix between, or the color difference between the natural pine and how it has this nice, beautiful blue that we have going. The other thing I really like is that there's no need to wear a respirator or a face mask or anything like that. It's scented with hypoallergenic essential lemongrass oil. So it's not going to give allergies. It's not going to cause irritation to your lungs. It actually is designed for aromatherapy. So you get art therapy, you get color therapy, aromatherapy, and physical therapy, if you think about it, all in one. Absolutely love UNiCORN SPiT. It's perfect for people all ages and all abilities. I'm gonna blend this out here. I'm just taking my brush and just kind of dusting it on. Like a little bit of eyeshadow, like that. I'm gonna come back and do that same thing around the edges of these because I'm preparing to do a pretty ombre between the two. All right. So again, we're just mimicking the jeweled pond effect that we did with regular UNiCORN SPiT back when I first started, and we're actually following the same process, other than the fact I'm not putting it on with my fingers, using the SPARKLiNG. So we're gonna be able to get a new kind of look going on here. This is very glittery. It has micas, it has little itty bitty micro glitters in it. Absolutely beautiful product, love it. All right, let's see, one right here maybe, just so it fades away. There we go. All right, so now we got our blue in place, which I think already looks absolutely beautiful. You can see the glitter's really vibrant on there. You can see how holographic that looks. Isn't that neat? Such a pretty thing. I love it. But we want to bring it up a notch, and we're going to go with the jewel pond look. So I'm just going to take my blue brush and I'm going to set it to the side. I'm going to go ahead and just grab another brush, and I'm going to give myself a little dose of the, let's do a little dose of the purple, which is called Violet Vulture, right? I named it Violet Vulture because vultures never get any credit, and they're really important animals. They're scavengers. So I named this one Violet Vulture because I thought it was such a cute name. Again, this is a brand new bottle, so we're just going to go ahead and pop our little tab out. I just take a little razor blade and I just get it started, pull it back, and boop, you got a brand new bottle of SPiT. So again, this is Violet Vulture. This is our purple stain, and it is glittery and sparkly. It sparkles and shimmers. We're just gonna give it a good shake and make sure that we get all the sparkling particles suspended in the gel dye. It's a wood dye. Of course, you can use this on multiple surfaces and not just wood. Go ahead and give myself a little bit here. Again, we're gonna put out just about a half a teaspoon, I would say. Get our fresh brush. Let's start blending in some purple. All right. I love how the purple and the blue, when they touch each other, they make a whole new color of purple. Really beautiful. But I'm going to concentrate in the centers first, and then we'll come back and do a little extra on that. Extra blending, I should say. Bring this one here. Now the reason that it's so easy to blend with UNiCORN spits because there are no plastics. So whenever you get it damp, it reconstitutes and allows you to just kind of play around with it. See how it's easy to ombre that blue and that purple together? All you do is take it and you tap it and just work it into itself there. It's kind of like a little scrub of the brush. That way you have a perfect ombre and not a harsh line ombre. If you're tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from. That way I can see just how far my little YouTube can reach. I'm gonna go right over that blue that I put there because that's really pretty. I love how the purple looks over the blue. Let's ombre this a little stronger. These are also the colors that I used for the Galaxy shoes that I did. I have a little pair of sneakers, and I did them up with some SPARKLiNG SPiT, like a Galaxy, and boy did they turn out awesome. People are making them everywhere. And fade that in, fade, fade, fade. There you go. All right, we're getting that nice ombre between the two. And if I want it to be less, I don't know, strong, I can always come back with the blue too. And there's no problem with layering on top of it. It dries so quickly. Hello, Texas. Texas is having some wonderful weather right now, I'm sure. The weather here in Kansas City has been hit and miss. You don't know what you're going to get. One day it's 80 degrees and I got sunburnt while out there riding around on a tractor. And then the next minute it's dreary out. So right today it's dreary, but my gardens are definitely loving it. My gardens are looking spectacular, spectacular, get it? This year I have done a lot of planting. It's been nice with the quarantine. It has been, you know, real upset for a lot, but I've been trying to look on the bright side and I use the time to work on my gardens. Okay, let's see, I really like this. Let's drag this out just a little bit there. So if you do wood sign parties and things like that, guys, this is such an awesome way to host wood sign parties, especially with it being non-toxic, no VOC, and the dry time is that fast. So you don't have to worry about it smearing or your clients asking for a fresh board because they missed a spot up. You can very easily control the dye. It doesn't spill, it doesn't splash, and the sparkling is super awesome. I love it. All right, so we've got, I'm gonna do a little dot of purple right coming in through here, but I really want to make a teal now. So it's just, I'm just like soft and airy, light and airy, taking my brush across that and just kind of powdering it in. And then let's see, this all looks pretty good. This is my focal point, obviously. I got a big eyeball right there. Kind of looks like a road runner. I'm looking at what you guys are seeing and I totally see a road runner. Let's see. All right, we're gonna come in with the green. Let's do some green and we'll think about this spot here in the middle in a minute. So I'm coming in with our color called Lavish Lovebirds. It is a green, lemongrass scented stain, and these are the first holographic, sparkly, shimmering wood stains that have ever been created. So this is the very first. Guess we're the Coca-Cola of it all. Here we go. Brand new bottle. Make sure whenever you receive your bottles that they have their caps in them. That way you know you have a brand new one. But don't be afraid if the seal gets stuck to the interior. That happens every once in a while in our manufacturing. Doesn't mean that it's not a brand new bottle. It just means that it didn't get pushed down hard enough. It's still good and clean. All right. So again, remember how much we used of that purple? I had given myself about a half a teaspoon. I'm gonna shake this up really good. Make sure I get all of those sparkly particles suspended in the gel dye. Okay, I'm gonna just give ourselves another little half a teaspoon there. Look at that. I love those three. Those are my three favorite colors. Doo-doo-doo. All right, brand new brush this time. Set this off to the side. Let's get our green. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. I wonder if you guys can see that real good. Look how holographic that is. It's one of my favorite colors. The green is just so amazing. All right, let's see. I know that blue and green is going to make a teal, but I think that when green touches purple, it might not be so pretty. So let's go ahead and concentrate on working around the blue and the green together. Just a little bit at a time. We'll get a pretty teal color when the blue and the green touch base.
You had that let it bone dead the whole time and you forgot about it?
What? Yeah, but I needed it to be plugged in. I don't have a light or an electric outlet on that wall, so I have to run a big long extension cord.
That light looks better anyway.
I think it makes the colors a lot better than those big ones. There we go. And I'm just powdering that in. And I'm going to take my brush and just kind of scrub it in between the blue and the green, just to kind of ombre it up and make the line a little less defined. See how it just blended together so pretty. Oh, remember I did say that this is the last place that I wanted to do, and my mind just fluttered off somewhere else. And so apparently my mind fought against itself and decided that that's where it wanted to start, not where it wanted to end. Such a goofball. Okay, let's see. We're gonna come up in this spot right here. Let's get our green down. Again, this is Lavish Lovebirds. And we are using the jewel tones for this piece, which is the Sapphire Swift, which is the blue, the Violet Vulture, which is the purple, and the Lavish Lovebirds, which is the green that you see me using now. I am using them in full strength and not diluted. I really wanted that punch of color to be very strong and vibrant. SPARKLiNG is different than the regular UNiCORN SPiT. UNiCORN SPiT in the straight will black make that gold. Or foil, one or the other. Whatever sparks my interest at the time, I suppose. All right, I'm gonna bring this green over this blue very softly. Blend that blue in there. I know that it was a purple line, but I wanted it to go. Oh, maybe I should do green right here. What color do you guys think I should do right there? Just add a little bit more blue around this knob. That way it looks like it's teal. Let's see, should we put a green there, guys? I think it looks beautiful. Yeah, I love it. Maybe a little bit more blue right here on this one. Here we go. There's another little spot that could use some more blue right over here. It's pretty. I think that's pretty much done. I love this side. Thank you guys for the recommendation on what colors to do on this one. You can see how beautiful it turned out. The world's first holographic, shimmering, sparkling, colorful, non-toxic, no VOC, lemongrass scented, wood stain dye stuff that you can use on anything. It's so cool, but I love it. These are the winning tickets. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that color. Definitely brings that wood grain to a whole new definition than it ever was before. All right, guys, the colors that we used, are you ready? We used the Violet Vulture. We used the Sapphire Swift, and we used our Lavish Lovebirds in order to get this beautiful color combination that is so unique, so amazing, dries super quick, and fun and easy to do, and makes even the cheapest wood, such as pine, look absolutely beautiful. Follow along with me. I'll be going live here probably a little bit later. Make some comments. Let me know what color combination you would like for me to demonstrate next, because I do have 2 more wood rounds. I'm going to be completing both sides of these so that we have 4 in total, that we can turn them over, turn them around. I was going to make one side backgammon, one side checkers or chess. So give me some colors that you think would be absolutely beautiful for me to work. Red, yellow, and blue. I like it. I like that a lot. That would be really really pretty. We'd be able to get all kinds of beautiful colors with that. All right, guys. Well, until I see you again. Oh, make sure that you give a like to the video. Hit the subscribe button. That way, the next time that I go live, you guys will be able to get notified for it. It'll pop up right on your thing, and I'll probably go live maybe once or twice a month, or 1 or 2 days a month, and that's about it. So I won't be blowing up your notifications. Just go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you click that subscribe, and until I see you guys again, be good, be blessed, and always let your creative juices flow. And you can also make them holographically sparkly. Goodbye.